All right, let's go and switch gears. It's Mardi Gras season, y'all. Time to turn up, get some boudin, and get some crawfish, and obviously celebrate as well. What better way to celebrate than having a signature king cake? Whether you want to buy it or already made or make it yourself, Dempsey Bakery in Little Rock has you covered. That's where we're going to find our very own Claire Kreitz here this morning to take a look of exactly how it's made and the tradition behind it. Good morning, Claire.
Hey, good morning, DJ. I'm here with owner Paula, and you just got all sorts of Mardi Gras treats. Tell me a little bit about what you have.
Okay, well, we have some cookies that we ice, and we have a fleur-de-lis, but it sold yesterday, so we have to start over with that. So we always have beautiful cookies, and then we have these little chocolate cookies that we just decorate for Mardi Gras so that, they're festive. And then we also made some cake balls. They're chocolate cake balls, so and they're really good. And then we also have king cakes and king cake kits. So we will be showing those here in a little bit. They're in the oven right now. So.
Oh my gosh, so much fun and looks so delicious. Now, do you guys get pretty busy during Mardi Gras season?
It's pretty busy. We've been collecting king cake orders probably for about a month. We have to get through Valentine's, and then we can do king cakes, but we've been taking orders for a while. I've already shipped out like 5 or 6, and because we can ship them, but it's getting a little late now, but just, so that you know. And our king cakes are gluten-free, soy-free, nut-free, which is our bakery. Yeah. But then we also do the king cakes are egg-free and dairy-free. So a lot of children, especially that are allergic to eggs and milk and dairy, then they can have a king cake too.
Catering to everybody in the next half hour. We'll actually take a look at the king cake kits, but for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Less than a week away from Fat Tuesday, and whether you celebrate Mardi Gras or not, there is one tradition just about everyone can get behind, the king cake. For that, we are heading to Claire Kreitz. She's live from Dempsey Bakery this morning with more on that and what they have to offer this year. Good morning, Claire.
Hey, good morning, DJ. Yeah, I'm back with Paula. And okay, you guys have kits that you can take home to bake your own king cake.
That's right, we do. We gluten-free food is not as good unless it's fresh. So last year, because of the snow and everybody wanting their king cakes, we created a kit so that they could take them home and bake them on Fat Tuesday because they couldn't get out. So that's how the kits were created.
Let me tell you guys, it smells so good in here. Now you have one that you haven't baked, one that's already baked. How are these made?
Well, they're made sort of like a cinnamon roll, so it's a step process even to get it to the raw kit. So they, roll them out, then they put the cinnamon and sugar in them, and then they have to let them get almost frozen. Then they roll them like a cinnamon roll, and then they shape them into the circle. And so they're basically a 3-step process before we even get them to the raw form to where they can bake them.
Perfect. So then when you get it home, you just have to put it in the oven and then decorate it?
That's right. Yep. We have the instructions and the frosting and the sugar and the beads and, of course, the baby.
Oh, yeah. That's the most important part, right?
Yeah, that's right. And so they're really, great. They're actually more like a breakfast roll, really, but the few king cakes that I've eaten when I could eat gluten, they have a lot of different, like cream cheese and all that. We just bake a cinnamon one, very simple, and they're just really good. And we'll be seeing that, and I think maybe we may be able to send one over to the studio so they can vote and see how they like them.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the next half hour, we will be decorating one of these, and then maybe we will give you one in the studio. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Claire. All right, y'all, it's Mardi Gras season. It's time to go ahead and get ready to party. What better way to celebrate than having that signature king cake? Now, whether you want to buy it already made or bake it yourself, Dempsey Bakery, well, they got you covered here this morning. That's why Claire Kreitz ran out of studio to go to this live shot where she's about to tell you how it's all made and the tradition behind it. Good morning, Claire.
Hey, good morning. Back with Paula. Okay, we're decorating the king cake. This is what people will do at home if they get the kit.
That's right.
So how do I do this?
Okay, so first you're going to put the frosting on it.
Okay, just kind of
all over. Yep. And it's a little bit warm, so it ought to just go right. And you want to decorate it when it's kind of warm so that the frosting goes all over like a cinnamon roll.
Oh, Oh, that looks so good. All right.
You probably should have a little spatula or a knife so you can spread it a little bit. So
Perfect.
It'll go all over.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to get it all over the cake as best we can. We're kind of with the limited time here, so we can't really be quite as picky as we should.
And I told you my decorating skills are not great, but this
isn't
is
either. So
this isn't bad.
You've got your sugar, so
okay.
you know, and you do it in little
segments. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a lot.
That's all right. Yeah.
Are they opposite of each other? Yes.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And then you can do some green.
Green. All right. That looks so good.
Oh, and the sugar is really what makes it the best because it's real crunchy.
And purple. Oh, yeah, look at that.
So you can see we give you a lot of sugar. Then you would put the baby in probably underneath, but, you know, she's fine right there.
Yep, perfect.
And then you got your beads.
Perfect. And you just drape those over?
Yep.
And look at that.
Look at that. We have a king cake. How easy is that?
That is super easy, and in the next half hour, I think we're going to be eating it.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks so much, Claire. What do y'all rate? 1 to 10, Claire's cake. Wow. Wow. Hillary's a savage. Ooh, it all look good. That's not too far from my house. I have to stop by and try that out myself. All right, we are less than a week away from good old Fat Tuesday. And whether you like to celebrate Mardi Gras or not, there's usually one tradition that we've even taken part of here this morning on desk, here in the morning show. But it's that king cake. I bet a lot of people can get behind that. Claire Kreitz is live from Dempsey Bakery this morning with more on what they have to offer this year. What else they got for us, Claire?
Hey, good morning, DJ. Well, I'm back with Paula, and I think it's time to cut into this cake, right?
So, yes, we can have it for breakfast.
Perfect. Breakfast of champs over here.
That's right.
Now, while I cut this, tell me a little bit about what you guys have to offer as far as king cakes. You guys have kits, and you can pick it up as well.
Yes, right. We have the kits in the freezer. It's always good if you can. Oh, we'll just do that. It's better if you call ahead because we only do a limited supply of everything. Just because we're so specialized, we don't want to have anything left over. Mm-hmm. And but we do have the kits in the freezer, and they're so simple. We just did this kit in just a few minutes, and anyway, and so I don't know if you can see that, but it's really a giant cinnamon roll.
This looks so amazing.
What's also wonderful about it is the king cakes are egg and dairy free as well. So gluten, soy, peanut, tree nut free, and egg and dairy free. So if you have children with egg allergies or dairy allergies or sensitivities, then they can enjoy a king cake as well, which really is an amazing thing for them. They just are so excited.
This looks incredible, smells incredible, and you guys cater, like you said, cater to everybody, so come get your king cake. I think it's time for us to try it.
Okay, yes, I think you should. It's so yummy.
All right, well, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Ooh, looking good. Claire, oh, that looks good, huh? They're eating it right now. They said it is like a cinnamon roll.